Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are building mobile apps with Python and KivyMD, you know that sometimes the APK builds successfully but crashes or just doesn't run at all. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to debug a KivyMD mobile application using the ADB logcat and the buildozer. Even though my app isn't crashing right now, these are the same tools and steps I use every time something goes wrong. So whether you are getting a blank screen, a crash on startup, or a strange error, this guide will help you to fix it. Let's get started. Okay guys, so before you can properly debug your KivyMD mobile application, you need to first uncomment this Android.logcat filter. This my Android.logcat. You need to uncomment it in your buildozer.spec file. Before you build your APK file using buildozer, you need to first uncomment this Android.logcat filter -s Python. So when you uncomment that, then you will be able to build your application. So you'll be able to use the logcat filter. So that is for it. So now let me install my application. Okay, so the first thing I do is that I connect my phone using the ADB. So I use the scrcpy. Okay, I connect my Android phone using the ADB. So now my Android phone is connected. So now the next thing I will do is that I will install my mobile application using the ADB. So okay, ADB install. I already have the application in my desktop, which is the Nextpens 1.0.0. So ADB install Nextpens 1.0.0.apk. Okay, so I'll wait for it to install. Okay, my APK is successfully installed. Okay, let me check it out in my Android application. Come in. Okay. Okay, this Nextpens. Now this is the application. So let me open the application. My application is working fine actually. So, but I'm going to show you how I debug it. So let me show you my application is working fine. So my application is working fine. So I'm going to show you how we can debug if our application crashes or we get a strange error, or we want to know what is happening in the back end. So now let me go back. Okay, the next thing I will do is that I will use ADB logcat -s Python. Okay, this should be small letter. Okay, that should be small letter. So now it is running now. So now let me cancel this application and restart it again. Let's cancel this application and restart again. Okay, and let me clear this as well. Okay, so I'm using ADB logcat -s small letter Python. Okay, let me run my application now. Okay, let me go to the terminal. Let me cancel my application. Oh, my application is still running. Let me clear this. Okay, let me run my application again. Okay, let me go to the terminal. You can see as I open the application, it is running in the back end here. So I'm getting the back end printout functions, which is the API error. So I'm getting everything in the back end. So now if your application runs and crashes, you can get a permission error, or you can get a module error, whereby maybe when you are building your application, you did not install the necessary library. Maybe you did not install the necessary library, so you just, so when anything you see there, maybe you have a library that is not installed, then you will just include it into your requirement.txt file here. Okay, in your requirement here, you just include it here. So you will then build your application again using the buildozer to build your application again. So anytime you want to debug your application, you open it, then you check your terminal, you use Android -s Python. Anything I do here is going to show in the backend. Okay, let me get API key. Let me get the API key. Okay, it's open the web browser. Okay, let me get the API key and let me create a name for my API key. Tests 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, let me generate an API key. So let's see how the debugging works. So now I generate the API key, then I'll go back to the application. Okay, I paste the API key there, then I log in. Okay, let's check from the backend. You can see I'm getting the printout function in the backend. Can you see properly now? This is the way, so you can know every single thing that is happening in your backend. So anything I do here is going to reflect in the APK file. So if I add a transaction, or I change my currency, it's going to reflect in the APK. It's going to reflect in the debugging terminal. So if I change my currency here in the settings in this mobile application, let's say I change my currency to NGN, it's going to show in the backend here that's currency updated. You see, so this is just a printout function. So this is just the way you can debug your KivyMD mobile application. Okay, if you find this video helpful, click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, and I'll also provide some information for you to understand properly on how to debug the KivyMD mobile application in the description below. And if you don't get some part I explain, you can write in the comments so I can reply to your message. So thank you for watching my video. We meet again in the next tutorial. Bye.